SS Mont Blanc. On December the 6th of 1917, the French munitions ship SS Mont Blanc was approaching Halifax Harbour in Nova Scotia, Canada, loaded with ammunition. But at about 8:45 a.m. in the Halifax Narrows, the ship collided with another vessel, the SS Imo, which had just left the harbour. The collision set the Mont Blanc's cargo on fire, and at approximately 9:05 a.m. there was a massive explosion. More than 1,800 people were killed and another 9,000 were injured, with 1,600 nearby homes destroyed, as well as the harbour. The explosion was so big that windows were shattered 50 miles away and the sound could be heard for hundreds of miles. It has gone down in history as the worst man-made explosion in pre-atomic history. The crew had tried to warn the city of the dangers of the burning ship, but only 20 minutes elapsed between the fire starting and the explosion. MV Goya. The MV Goya was a German refugee ship commandeered by the German Kriegsmarine to evacuate civilians and wounded soldiers during World War II. On April the 16th, 1945, she was sailing in convoy with the Hel Peninsula in the Baltic Sea loaded with women, children and wounded soldiers. As the Goya sailed out of Danziger Bay, she was tracked by a Russian L-3 submarine, which fired a torpedo at her at approximately 11:52 p.m. Within 7 minutes of being hit, the Goya sunk in the freezing waters and nearly 7,000 people died either inside the ship, by drowning, or from hypothermia in the icy waters of the Baltic Sea. Only 2 children were among the 183 survivors. For several weeks afterwards, hundreds of bodies were washed up on the shorelines nearby. The Dona Paz. The Dona Paz sank after colliding with oil tanker the MV Vector on December the 20th, 1987 while traveling from Leyte Island to the Philippine capital of Manila. Most people on board the Philippines registered passengers ferry were asleep when the two ships collided, with the Vector's 8,800 barrels of gasoline and other petroleum products catching fire before exploding. The fire spread to the Dona Paz and gasoline poured into the sea, making the surface of the water catch fire as well. For some reasons, the life jackets on the Dona Paz were kept in a locked cupboard and the passengers were forced to jump into the flaming water to try and escape. A total of 4,735 people tragically died in the disaster. MV Wilhelm Gustloff. In January of 1945, this former Nazi pleasure cruiser was hit by 3 torpedoes on its starboard side while trying to escape from a Soviet Red Army attack. It was evacuating civilians, military personnel and Nazi officials from Gotenhafen and was en route to Kiel on mainland Germany, with more than 10,000 German refugees on board, including 4,000 infants, children and youths, wounded soldiers and naval personnel. The ship sank in less than 45 minutes after the 3rd torpedo struck its target and 9,400 people died. All the rescue boats could see was a mass of floating bodies, the largest loss of life involving a single ship in history. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Until tomorrow, goodbye.